welcome to one of the founding franchises in NHL hockey history, the Montreal Canadiens, and no team has won more cups. Both teams lined up in the middle. We are ready to get things underway. The Canadiens have won the draw, and we are now underway. Montreal's gained possession along the boards. Here's a shot, and the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net. Good heads-up defensive play as he extends the stick. Gaining speed through center, and here they come on the attack. Shot! Tremendous sacrifice laying out to block it. Back to the blue line. That goes off a twig. The Canadiens take it across the blue line. Along the boards, they battle for the puck. Can't get a hold of that pass. The Blue Jackets will play it in their own end. Moves it to Johnson.
It's only one goal away, James, from his next milestone right here.
And here's the pass to Slafkovsky. And he'll regroup deep inside the defensive zone with the puck. Quick feed to Jenner. Goes right to the crease. Scores!
I think he makes a really good read here, James. He anticipates the play well and gets himself square to the shooter, but unfortunately, this one hits him and he seems to be a little leaky because it finds its way to the back of the net.
Columbus has had an up and down opening few minutes, but they got the game's first goal, Cheryl.
Well, they did, and the game always switches hands within the game, right? It's one player, one team has the puck, the other goes the other way, but the momentum has switched here. They get the first goal of the game, they've got to find a way to keep it.
Merzlikins makes the save and hangs on for the whistle.
Well, you want to pick your moments, in particular when you haven't been busy, and this is one right now. He has the ability to read the play and just hold on, get the face-off.
Columbus has the puck here off the face-off. Hammers him into the boards.
Some players get into the game by physically engaging early. There's a fine line there, but that was executed perfectly.
Fires it. Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one. Moves it quickly over to Cooley. Oh, and it's another save on the play.
You can certainly tell that the goaltender is dialed in on that last sequence of saves, James. He's to position, so he finds a way to make multiple saves back-to-back.
Played big in the moment there.
Brent's been working so hard with the puck and without it. It's just not dropping for him, and when it doesn't drop, it can be extremely frustrating. You want to get points, you want to feel like you're contributing.
Picked up along the boards by Bean. Corrali's lugging the puck. They gain the offensive zone from the middle. Makes his presence known on the ice. Puck picked up by Shekai. Sends the pass over. Looks like we got a penalty coming up here. Columbus looks to break out in their own end. And that's a great heads-up play in the offensive zone. And he slides it quickly to Bemstrom. Whistle blown, stopping the play.
Well, that's certainly not going to help the team. I mean, they're losing by one. They got to find a way to get some momentum to get on the board. Now they find themselves killing a penalty.
Guys, we know this penalty kill unit is ranked towards the bottom of the league, but they've got a chance here, a real great opportunity to turn things around, so let's see what can happen.
The late penalty coming up here. There's the whistle, and here's the call.
When you're down a goal, you can't generate any offense if you're shorthanded. They're going to have to be opportunistic, find a way to kill it off, and then reset the momentum.
They'll have a lot of time to work with this 5-on-3.
What an opportunity, a long 5-on-3 here, and this can turn the momentum, switch the entire game in their favor. They have to find a way to execute.
Moves around along the half wall. Here's a shot. Oh, and he steps up with the glove to stop that one.
It's always a challenge to make a save when there's tons of traffic.
Score! Right with the man advantage, and they make it click.
There it is, and he's leading his team in goals for a reason, James. He's got a real knack for the net and uncanny ability to disguise his shot.
Suzuki's side still short-handed here as they slide in for the face-off. Montreal's won the face-off at center. Evans plays the puck. Sends it out in front. And that doesn't go as it's off a stick. The Blue Jackets cross the line and gain the zone. Montreal's got it in their own zone. The Canadiens played along the wing. And that's off a stick. Bumped off the puck. Sends one up to Texier. Through the middle of the ice, they enter the attacking zone. Centering pass! Oh, and he comes up with a stop.
Monahan's almost out of the box.
The Canadiens' PK unit delivers on that.
Well, everyone is up. The coach knows exactly what the PK unit had to do, and they got out there, they were responsible, and they took care of business.
Inside the final minute of the first here. Moves it on over to Duck. Moves it to Cooley. Here's a pass in front. Scores! What a finish on the play!
Well, great placement, but he had to get the one-timer off quickly, James, because he didn't have much time and space in that net front area. You know that they're going to close quickly on you when you find that that puck comes across.
The Canadiens must be feeling a little snake-bitten, trailing in the late stages of the first. And they grab possession of the puck after that center ice face-off. Moves it to the middle, and that goes off a stick and off target. First period is in the books. The next 20 minutes is on deck next here on EA Sports. We are about ready to get underway here for the second period. The second stanza is underway as the puck is dropped. Let's go. Well, Cheryl, already a third of this one played. What do you make of this one?
Montreal is behind in this game, and they're right where they should be, James. They haven't earned anything. Why? Because they haven't managed the puck. If you have the puck on your stick, you have to make a good, quick decision.
And we are tied. New game here, Pounder.
Oh, yeah, it's a new game, James. But I really like the pushback to get the equalizer. Now it's what they do with that momentum. This next shift, it's critical. I love this snapshot from in tight, James, that beats the goaltender. But how about the will to get to those tough areas? I mean, that's what it's all about. You can have the skill, but you got to have the will.
Montreal's really changed the complexion of this game. Look at this. We're all evened up here in period number 2, Cheryl.
Yeah, and to do it at the beginning of the second is key. You really want to dictate pace and send a direct message to your opponent, and they do that with that goal.
Puck scooped up by Werenski. Receives the pass. Werenski's taking it from his own end. Carries it into the offensive end up the middle. The Canadiens are across the line and into the offensive end. Oh, wow! Devastating hit there.
Oh, painful, James. I felt that one in the broadcast booth.
Puck grab by Jenner. Grips it and rips it. Scores! There it is, the go-ahead goal.
And how good does that feel? You can see the selling. The energy is certainly there, and now it's about dictating the pace going forward. Next shift, critically important. That's what you call taking advantage of a fortuitous rebound, and you have to be able to smell it and sniff it out because he has great hand-eye coordination to be able to pick that one up and put it in the back of the net.
Columbus goes up by 1 here in the second. I like their jump and their step now.
I like their jump and their step, and they got to keep it going here because I expect a pushback from their opponent. This is a highly contested game, James, and I think it's going to be tight right down to the wire.
And he had the answer on that one. Wrist shot from the side. Scores! Poppin' bonus for a silly.
What a shot. That's just adding insult to injury, isn't it, James? A top shutter shot that just sends the water bottle a-sailing. Well, without a ton of time and space in that high slot area, he makes the right choice of selection of shots with that quick snapshot, pulls it into the feet, disguises the angle, and beats the goalie clean.
Inching closer to the midway mark of the period. We are all tied up in this one. The Blue Jackets win the faceoff at center. Takes the feed from the left side. What a collision there, and that frees up a little room.
I'm not sure if he just got the wind knocked out of him, James, after that enormous hit, or whether there's an injury, but either way, he is really struggling to get back to the bench.
Jostling for the puck, and he loses control. Oh, there's a great stop by Merzlikins. Dvorak stick handling in his own zone. Columbus plays it against the boards. Quick pass to Doc. There's the whistle. We've got an offside.
Texier's looking to get back on his feet there. Man, did he take a tough hit.
More than half the period has expired. The next goal could be a big one as we are tied. Puck is dropped and play resumes. Good fight for the puck along the boards. And that's broken up. Oh, he got rocked and dumped right into his own bench.
Well, he's getting a clear message to get out of here. The only good thing is it's his own teammates that can pick him up.
Hammers it. Scores. Wow. Poppin' bubbles off the top counter.
What a snipe, James, and that got up in a hurry and just sends the water bottle flying. You know the goaltender doesn't like that, but the shooter, I'm telling you, that one feels pretty terrific.
Montreal's taken a one-goal lead here in period number 2.
Yeah, now it's about not sitting back, not saying, hey, we've got a lead, we're going to protect it, but being aggressive and trying to go after more.
And it's poked away in the neutral zone. Nice heads-up play there. Referee's hand shoots high in the air. Looks like we got a tripping penalty coming up. Oh, stopped it. What a save on the play.
And there's nothing technical about that. That is all about the will to find a way to make that save incredible, James. Texier's not going to be able to return to the game, James. I mean, that injury that he suffered earlier is going to keep him out. This is a tough loss for their team.
No, and you clearly kind of know where you stand from a coaching standpoint now, but that is a serious blow to the lineup here for the rest of the game. Handles the puck. Pokes it away to keep the pressure on. Picked up along the wall by Suzuki. The Blue Jackets gain possession. And he takes a shot. Oh, and that one comes up short as he just gets enough of that one. Tremendous intensity here in the offensive zone. And a quick tag up, and here they come again. Turns it aside. From behind the net. Trying to get the puck out of their zone. But they can't get it out. And the puck skips out of the offensive end, and they'll be forced to leave the zone.
I really want to look at this last save again, James, because this is about taking it to the next level. When you have this level of competitiveness, athleticism, and desperation and urgency in your game, you know that goaltending coaches, they can't just teach this. This is instinctual, and this is what winners are made of.
Bemstrom's ready for the draws. They will continue to try to kill off this penalty. And after the draw at center, they've got a hold of the puck. Levels them with the hit. Fantastic save! Trying to come up with a huge defensive play to get this puck out of his own end. The Blue Jackets get their man back. We're back to even strength.
You get the nod to go out there on the power play and make a difference, and you don't. It's frustrating, and it's a real momentum killer.
The Canadiens continue to put lots of pucks on net here, and they lead it late in the second. Monahan's won the draw deep in the defensive zone. Anderson's got it across the line. Takes a shot. Oh, a clutch save! Monahan's on the attack in the offensive zone. Beautiful read in the defensive end by Severson. We got a penalty coming up here on the play. Oh, what a save! He stopped it! Wow!
Oh, that's an intangible effort that you can't teach, James. That's all about desperation and the will to stop that puck. Some fragile timing here, James, at the end of the period. It's a close game. The Piquers have to get to work. They can get some rest in the intermission, and they can start the next period.
Montreal's got a 5-on-3 and lots of time on their side.
5-on-3, you know your opponent has big bodies with long sticks in the middle of the ice. You have to find a way to move them. How do you do that? You either shoot the puck or you move it.
There he is from the slot. Oh, a spectacular save right there. Wow!
Unbelievable. I mean, it was all but in, and he steals it because of that last-ditch attempt to find the puck. Just incredible save, James.
Look at this attack here in the O-zone. Here's another chance, and it's taken by the D. Oh, hit on the play. To the half wall. Great save on the play. And the buzzer sounds, stopping the pressure and putting out the smoke alarm here, much to the benefit of the defenders. Here we go, 40 minutes in the books. Period number 3 is coming up next. Welcome back, everyone. Both teams lined up at center ice, and we are ready to get this third period underway. It has been an offensive fireworks display here tonight, and I would expect it to continue here in the third. 2/3 of the way to the finish line in this one for regulation time. Cheryl, how do you view it?
The Blue Jackets have been back on their heels throughout this entire game. The good part, they got 20 minutes left to play, and it's a close game. But they got to find an opportunity to get a shot off, James, and that means generating speed, generating offense, and it'll only start if they can get into the offensive zone.
Corrali's won the faceoff, and that's knocked away. Here's a short pass to Matheson. Oh, a reactionary save on the one-timer. Merzlikins keeps it for the whistle, and I'll tell you what, this team would be lost without his performance tonight.
He's been incredible, James. I mean, so dynamic between the pipes, and really the only reason his team's still in this game.
The Canadiens will start off on the attack after winning the draw. Columbus gets a nice boost from their penalty killers.
A great kill and the ability to keep this game within reach.
He scores! That's how you do it! Leadership to a T! The captain capitalizes!
Well, he's in tight to the net, James, and he knows that he's not going to have much time or space to get it off, so he elects to use the snapshot and beats the goaltender.
Montreal's added to their lead here, going up by 2 in the third period.
2 words their coaches will be telling them: keep attacking. They have their opponent on their heels right now. These next few shifts in this third period are critically important.
There's an injection of energy with that hit. Slides the puck ahead to Suzuki. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Stars, and look who's at it again. They are really turning up the heat.
So creative and free, and the reason why you can play free, because you're playing with a ton of confidence, not afraid to put the puck to the net and, of course, retrieve it. Well, he's right in the slot, that prime scoring area, and he corrals it on his backhand. That's a great play to get it off quickly.
Montreal's offense continues to shine here in this third period.
Well, this has got to be a dream for a coach. You know that they're telling their team in the intermission to make sure they stay to business, stay to task, stay focused. And that's exactly what they've done, and they just hammered their opponent.
Taken by Werenski. Grabs the puck here inside the offensive end. Came up with the save on that play.
Montembeau's done a good job making that save, especially because it's been a quiet night for him. It's been an offensive explosion in the other end, but when you're faced with a save, you have to make it. You don't want to open the door for your opponent.
Moves the puck. Big hit, and that frees up possession. Scooped up along the wall by Caulfield. Montreal's got the puck against the boards. Quick feed to Anderson. Takes a blast. And now it's grabbed by Werenski. Columbus plays it along the boards. Dumps it in. Slides the puck over. Down the left wing across into the offensive end. From one point man to another. Poked away in the offensive zone by Doc. Feeds it on over to Provorov. Passes it to Dvorak.
Chase up, come on.
And he takes the feed. Columbus has it near the wall. Both sides digging in for that puck along the wall. Doc's got it in the offensive zone. Gets a piece of it to keep it out. Denies him again. Grabbed along the board by Pearson. Denies him. Columbus gets the puck near the boards.
Well, the game certainly isn't predictable, is it, James? As it's going back and forth, goals from all areas as players shoot from all angles and attack the zone.
Verslickens makes the save and hangs on for a stoppage of play. The Blue Jackets are back home for the next game as they kick off a homestand, and a few tickets still available for each matchup. We're looking forward to that. The Canadiens take possession here inside the offensive zone. And that goes off a player in front. The Blue Jackets take it along the wall. The Canadiens have it now. Gaining momentum along the wing. Takes a shot. Scores! All over the rebound and tucks it in for the goal.
Well, I really like the effort on this goal, James. He shows a knack for the net and being real hard and heavy on his stick as he's able to put that rebound in the net. Goaltender's got to clean that up, though. That one got kicked right back out.
Montreal's performance tonight still showing no signs of let-up here in this third period.
Well, they've had such an impressive performance, James. It's been dominant in all areas of the ice, and there's been no lag or no let-up. The message has been clear by the coaching staff as well as everyone on the bench. Keep pushing.
Here's a chance! And that goes off someone in front and doesn't reach the net. The Blue Jackets take it along the wing. Oh, he'll feel that one. Montreal's got the puck along the boards. Coming to the slot. Stopped by the goaltender. Moves it quickly over to Caulfield. Columbus takes possession along the wall. From the defensive zone, they move the puck around. Breakaway. He scores! Oh, wow, what a finish!
Well, I love that he used his speed and didn't slow down, James. And then it's all about patience and composure, outweighing the goaltender, finding the room and burying it. James, this is just an absolute clinic in body position and how to roll off your coverage. And it's perfectly executed as he doesn't have much time to get the one-timer off, but he gets his stick available and he executes.
Montreal's put in one of their most complete efforts that we have seen in quite some time, up big time late in this third. The Blue Jackets take possession after that neutral zone face-off. And he loses both the puck and his balance after that hit. Final buzzer sounds, and this one's in the books. And you can chalk up another in the L column, and this is the exact opposite of a heater right now, Cheryl.
Yeah, this is a tough one when you're on a losing streak like this. It just is so deflating, James. And although they've had good stretches in games, their game management has not been good. Mistakes that are costly have cost them a lot.
Well, that'll bring an end to an exciting night of hockey, and for all of us here at EA Sports, including Danny, Matt, Natalia, all in the truck, I'm James. She's Cheryl. Good night, everybody.